Good morning, God. Thank you for today. Please grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. Good morning, world. Good morning, America. And good morning, you mother cluckers. Let's make today a good day. We're the ones in the driver's seat.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the fray, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, in the home of the
What's up, everybody? Morning. Scat Pack, William, Coffee First, Big Dusty Little Dusty, Huckleberry, Kiss Off. Hey, what's up, bro? Miss Billy. I'm scrolling. Tony. I seen Miss Loretta. Share Bear. Morning, morning. Morning, everybody. Hey, what's up, Tuck? Same to you, Share Bear. Hey, Miss Tiger. Guardian Prepper. What's up, buddy? Backflipped into the next live. There you go. Just come handstanding on in. What's up, Roni? So, man, it's been a minute. Hey, but so I'm since Kiss Off's here. Hold on, let me put that over there. I just want to say, I want to show y'all this. This is pretty cool. Maccabeus, what's up, bud? Hope you're doing all right, brother. I saw your short. So the 20th is my birthday, and so I had said on the stream how I wanted to get a new pipe, a tobacco pipe, because sometimes you just want to pull on a tobacco, especially when I'm watching, you know, the old stories of Wyatt Earp or Gunsmoke, Rawhide, all those good ones. You just kind of want to. What's up, Cherokee? Morning, sir. Jane, morning, morning. Welcome, everybody. But this was so cool because out of nowhere, this is the pipe that I was talking about. And so it's the Lord of the Rings and it's the Riders of Rohan one. And so I'm not opening this for the first time. I've already opened it. They sent me some tobacco with it, although it wasn't really a tobacco. It was like a natural thing. But is that not cool as shit? So that's pretty badass. KP Heathen, morning, sir. But it was like, yeah. So now I'm in search of getting some decent pipe tobacco. Yeah, I kind of wanted the Gandalf one, but the Gandalf one, that's made by the actual Shire pipes. It's white, and I'm like, yeah, man, I'm a redneck in the woods. Don't give me a white pipe; it won't be white long. I get sap and all kinds of crap on it. But man, is that not cool? Y'all can't really even tell the detail in that, but I'm trying. Anyway, thank you all. Kiss off. That is just awesome of you. Tell Mr. Chuck I said thank you very much. You guys rock. That's like so cool. Yeah, this is actually the Shire pipes. They've got other ones, but hey, man, there you go. Oh, and then I got me my own little thing. So since I have a Blackstone, I got the new little infrared temperature probe to go because we're busting out some fajitas come Sunday, son. What's up, Grumpy? Irish pop, right? Yeah, it's good to see everybody. Hope I didn't miss nobody coming in. I get to talking. Yes, kiss off. Thank you very, very much. Hey, I will. I'm going to hit up this one tobacco shop where I'm going to try to, when we go in to pick up the meat, there's a cattle company, and we're doing 5 pounds of beef and 5 pounds of chicken fajitas. And then as my own little birthday gift, I got a 2-inch thick cut prime rib. And that's my shiznit. Firefly Farm, morning, morning. Well, see, Tony, I don't smoke either anymore, but that's the nice thing about a pipe is you're not really smoking it. You're just kind of getting a taste in, but you're getting to play around. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be smoking that funny magical Gandalf tobacco. Not out of that. Apparently, that is a tobacco type pipe. There's the way the little stem is. That would probably be a pain in the bejesus to clean up. I think that's what glassware was made for. Glassware, little alcohol, little salt, magic happens. Poof. It's kind of like the poof be gone. Can't really do that with wood. Man, I've been humping. I just wanted to visit for a little bit because I'm not sure how many people will be around come next week, to be honest. It might be, oh, it's like that. Oh, who knows? Haters gonna hate, but it's a change, and I would like to share more. I even was talking to somebody, and I told them, going, it's been so just extraordinary. There you go. It's been so extraordinary these past 2 weeks, I guess, 2.5 weeks thereabouts. That it just I can't even. It's hard to even to discuss because it just sounds just wild. So I was talking to somebody. I go, yeah, I've thought about just recording, kind of like the coming back kind of thing. Getting back in the groove because shifting of the gears. Because it's just, but I mean, it's all cool shit. So it's all I can say. What's up, G Maw Merkel in the house? Show me the money. What did I miss? Who's not going to be around? Oh, I don't know, Coffee. Sometimes when you know how you get to sweeping up, you just never know really where that little dust settles after. Sometimes you kind of got to go back over. Grab a Cody morning, sir. Savagely. Morning, morning. I think I caught everybody. No, it's all good shit. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's like the bestest ever. So, it is what it is. Hey, I wish everybody would still be around and even more would come in afterwards. Oh, shit. I done got all fired up, son. I got the little bullet flying around. Now she's trying to get the old man stirred up. Hey, what's up, Echo? That's my green screen. See them green leaves? No, man, there's just been so much. And if I just started like spitting it off, I guarantee you it would be one of those that's so out there and corny and extraordinary that no, there's something you'd think I was tripping. What's up, oops? I'm unclear as to the last topic. You just had to clue me and then Tuck, what was the last topic? Hell, I didn't even know if I'd gotten to a topic yet, to be honest, except for the pie. Mad Shag, greetings from the Erie Coast. Listening and working. Right on, brother. Hopefully you're keeping between the mustard and the mayo. Well, I've reached a milestone in life, a sad downhill turn to old age and death. I had to go get glasses. Man, that see the age thing. Wow. There's so much to that. It's crazy. I don't know. That's to come. That's to come. Video suspect violently. Wait, what happened here? Attacks man on cat's bus in Charlotte. I didn't even realize cats had a bus, man. So like, cats done gotten such a status where they got their own bus service or some shit. What? Working, not really working. Hey, as long as you make it look good, coffee, that's what counts. I won my case rescue. That contractor gave me Tourette's. Now I want my money. What is that? Who is that? J.G. Wentworth. It's my money and I want it now. What do we do with everybody? Wow. So damn, North Carolina done got crazy, man. You got cats having their own bus service. Got people that ain't even got homes up in there, and yet you got cats riding around on buses. What kind of shit is that? It's the yellow line, and they use meow, Mercedes Benz. It's the mobile litter box. There's Alamo. Oh yeah, man, check this out. Homeboy just goes like, I don't know, went stupid the other day. And he jumps from the top and jumps down on top of the water thing, which is hanging. And he just busted it. And when he busted it, it's, y'all know how those little white with the red ring is. The handle, and it's got like molded in ears and shit. He just shattered that whole top when he hit it. It's like, holy crap. Well, I made it to 50, calling everyone 4 eyes. Oh, no, I'm the nerd. I'm actually surprised with all the books I've read. I didn't start having headaches until last year. Hey, you know what? You might just look at food. Eat some food that helps out with your eyes. Yeah, dang, that's what I didn't do. Kiss off. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. I've been really getting it around here, trying to get everything set for this weekend. 80-year-old man beating a young black man in Charlotte. Rescue bus driver didn't stop it or call cops for miles. Yeah, man, dude, that's to be expected. To be honest, I mean, I hate to say it like that, but with the society and the pictures, the narrative per se that's been put out there, that's why I think the word prepper should go more than all this survivalist and apocalyptic shit. Hell, you just be a prepper for if the hurricane, the flat tire, that dude's act stupid. Something happens to the roof. It's life. It's a big old learning lesson. Thank you, G. Mom Merkel. I definitely need more coffee. It's almost lunchtime. Savage, I'm 58, still no glasses. There you go, Tony. I'm catching up. What's up, Camo Carl Wolverines? Sunday, Carl, Sunday, the 20th. It's Root's birthday, too. Root's, her birthday is on the 20th. Reading low line doesn't damage vision. That's the myth. Clearly, carrots are the best for the eyes. Can't argue with facts. Man, I got to say, there's something to that, I do believe. Thanks, Kiss Off. Thank you, Scat Pack. Excuse me. I had 2015 vision when I was young. I can still use old iron sights. Right? I'm a prepper, not a survivalist. There's a difference, right? 17. Yeah, shoot, no, man. I used to think that. Now it's like, but I'm 60, man. So it's just, I'm just halfway there. I'm a pup. Tuesday was Nikki's birthday. Oh, well, thank you, Tiger. You are special, Grumpy. You special ed. You have never seen a rabbit wearing glasses, just saying, right? Well, here's all I can say is out of all the years I have flash burned my eyes, I've had wire stuck in an eye, I've had slag go in my eye, I've gotten just regular, crap in my eyes, mowing whatever. So, and you just, I don't know, just don't accept the loss. It's like, no, must fight back. Thank you, Jane. Hey, Indy. I'm so tired, my arms and hands feel weak, but I've got a ton done. There you go, Carl. Pain just lets you know you're alive. Special, like in protective helmet sort of way, or in a one of a kind. Both, both. You know, because you got to protect the one of a kinds, so you bubble wrap them. You know. Oh, there you go, Cherokee. I'm more of a homesteader than prepper anymore. Honestly, I have a mountain of gear I only play with and maintain. I check my long-term storage, but stop stockpiling everything but guns and ammo. Yep. Well, I don't know, and I ain't trying to. You know, it just I kind of thought, and it's like, wow, because you just kind of, and I don't know, like you become knowledgeable, educate yourself, become aware of various things, so that you're just kind of roll with what life hands you. You know, what's up, Matt? Morning. Yard dog. Driving can't chat, fixing to go drive and pull some trailers around the yard. Hope y'all have. You gonna make it a good day, yard dog. You driving. You're gonna make it a good day. Don't you know? Yeah, so I got the Blackstone ready. Man, I've been cleaning all under here. Got my little gym thing put together finally yesterday. Got the bush pile back there burnt. Just, yeah, it's been. Whew. I'm gonna try to mow again today. Oh, and that's another thing with the mower. I got the mower all cleaned up, and then I got the deck taken off. Put the mulching kit that I've had ever since I got the damn thing. Finally got it put on. Uh, got some stuff planted. Rosebush is doing flipping outstanding. It's got so many roses. Let's see if I can pick this up and point it back there. Where is it? Yeah. Oh, you can't really quite tell. Oop, turned you sideways. What? You could do a time lapse and make it look like Benny. Dude, those were the shows, weren't they? That's back when comedy was comedy. I will say I do. Man, so many different opinions on these tariffs and all this different shit. And I'm just like, I don't know. Hell, this one young man I listen to some mornings. Hell, he's even talking about, no Epstein list and one. Well, how come none of this? And I'm like, man, it's sad when you start hearing the commonality in what everybody's says. And I was like, man, when it comes to legal cases, especially really some high level targets, you got to make sure all your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted, and you've gone over it and over it and over it again. You quadruple check shit because you're fixing to whack the living shit out of a hornet's nest. It's like with the tariffs. Oh my God. It's like, first off, if they're panicking, that ought to make you wonder then who's really worried about it. And it's all the money grabbers. They don't ever want to talk about the 130 something countries that are come to the table. Nobody looks at that going, you know what? This might suck a little bit, but yeah, we need to get back to here. We need to get back to America. Holy shit, we've outsourced everything. It's like, yeah, I personally, dude, I'm stoked. I want to see some steel mills come back. I want to see factory work. I want to see plants. I want to see people in the morning stopping at the corner stations, getting their fucking donuts and coffee, driving down to the fucking factory, and they're gonna put in a good 10 or 12. And I can't wait for all the little desk jockey, whiny ass digital people. If that no tax on overtime passes, you're fixing to hear from the silent America. You're fixing to hear from the boots on the ground Americans that put in 50, 60, 70, 75, 80 hours a week. Because all of a sudden, that overtime that's always been played off while you're at work as a joke, going, yeah, shit, now, man. Come Thursday, I was already working for just taxes. And all of a sudden, you're fixing to hand them money and give them all that money. Dude, you're fixing to hear the roar from the silent America. The infrastructure, hardworking, boots on the ground America that puts in the work. That's what's up. So, I don't know. That's my take on things. Let me get caught up. There's a glare. Lord have mercy. I get to babbling, y'all get to typing. I say stop watching for info. There is none. Just enjoy the circus. Oh, well, no, I don't pay attention to the shit that they're whining about. That's why it's sad when you start hearing it bleed over into the people that don't watch that stuff, but now echo that stuff. It's cray, 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 cray. Even minor court cases can drag out for a decade. I know. Well, that's another thing, Tuck. See, nobody wants to talk about that little dude with the glasses that even talked about how they were fixing to unleash this lawful protest shit and file all these. And next thing you know, there's like 100 and something court cases all going in to try to bog things down. It's there. Don't be anything worth having doesn't come easy. I may or not do a little extra in case we hit a serious recession or we start to run out of things, making sure I have the basics covered for a while. But other than that, whatever comes, that's it. You and mornings just don't click. There you go, G-Malt Mercury. You finally got around to it. Good morning, all you fine ass peoples. Rescue doing all the stuff you enjoy. The steak, the pipe today is good. Do one thing today you've never done before. Make the day really special. Oh, it's not today, Grumpy. Today is all about Hump It Day. Today, tomorrow, hopefully Saturday goes into cruise mode, and then Sunday. That's the day. give my daughter some money so she can get a rental car, and her and my granddaughter can come down from up out around Austin. My son will be here. Won't have my grandson, but I'll get to see him Saturday. And then I'll have my stepson and his girlfriend, and then my oldest granddaughter, my step granddaughter. It's the money grabbers that worry the most. It would take years to rebuild. Right, Tony? We've been in recession since NAFTA. Stay ready for the worst things. I said we take over the world. Can't fuck up any worse than it already is. Oh, don't say that, Carl, because I'm going to say right now, there's millions that would go, hold my beer. I'm pulling out the lawn sweeper today. Oh, you sweeping the lawn? What? No tax on overtime? How will we build roads and schools? We're going to start shaving off all these costs and redirecting stuff where it should go, and then all of a sudden the intake doesn't have to be as high because now you've got some rhythm, some method to the madness. What blows me away are all these people with no inner dialogue, like WTF, right? Remember 2010, Obama said America is now a retail nation. 200 years ago, he was shipping and importing. Oh, well, it's been going on, and it's business. And I know that there's the ones that it's the plan, but I see it happening. It's like when we did alcohol. Well, didn't people mean to cause accidents and all the shit that's going down? When we invented fireworks, it wasn't made to burn out houses on a holiday. Shit just happens. But then it gets used for bad shit. It's kind of like the pew pews. I get mad every time I hear the word Texas. Right, Matt? I know. Morning, Ellen. What is man? Old Alamo over there just about raising a ruckus. Oh well, as far as being a prepper, our time will come. Newsflash, the dollar's already collapsed. We'll get there. But see, the funny thing is, Savage, is I can remember hearing that same stuff whenever I was younger. Matter of fact, just about every election time you hear how, oh my God, this is it. America that never cared about me losing work to mass migration. Well, I don't know if it's the America that never cared about you. I mean, this wasn't supposed to be a nation of handouts, so I guess you got to look at the participation level. Now, I don't agree with what the shit that just went down, if that's what you're referring to, but that wasn't America saying, sure, let all these millions of people in, and people wanted to sit home and play on the Game Boy and the Nintendo and PlayStation, and they didn't want to go down and get the jobs. And so then jobs have been slowly dished out and been handed over to a political party called the Democrats to be able to use as a tool. Okay, back to work. Right, Matt? There you go. Crack the whip. I'm so proud of myself. I built the barn with apartment upstairs and stayed in the 10% tax bracket. Hell yeah, G-My Myrtle. Overhead dumbbell press hurdles. Stimmies were to hide the hyperinflation long term. Going in to listen in a lurking mode. Glad to catch you live. All right, Indy. Make it a good day. Okay, y'all got to get to bed and make it a great day and be blessed. Right on, Tiger. Be safe. Get you some rest, ma'am. When you wake up, make it a good day. My dog is tripping over your roosters in the brow. He's doing one. No good example of unspoken death of the dollar, cutting a blow together that cannot be maintained or rotten fat. Some game. And we're taxed to death and still got people that will vote for more. People are going to become aware that different
different levels. I'm just I'm just hoping that people become more active and participate, because that's what gets me. It's like bitching about shit so far away, but you don't deal with shit right outside your front door, and that's. I just hope more and more people realize that you got to start addressing your local governments, your local county judges. You know, get to see how your area works. Not every area is the same. Why is your area different than other areas? Get invested that way instead of chasing all the baubles that shine up in the sky. And oh, well, look at that. Ooh, yeah. Meanwhile, they're just doing shit underneath your feet until it's gone. And then, oh, see, I knew it. No, you didn't know it. They sat there and did it. Did you know that they were going to pass this law? It's like all the people that live in California that are like, oh, I knew this was going to go down. That's the plan. And really, so you knew that they were going to pass a law that would allow the state to take kids from parents. Well, why didn't you say that? Oh, it always gets talked about after the fact. Why? Because nobody pays attention to the local shit that's going down. What allows the judge to be seated that allows this illegal immigrant to kill this person and then get out and be released into things? Well, they were voted in, but everybody wants to go, see, look, it's the plan, it's the Democrat. But no, what about the people in that area that could have not voted for that judge? Ooh, well, wait a minute. That's accountability. That's some responsibility. That means you need to be an active American citizen. And that's not what really people, I'm hoping people get more into that now. It's just, and everybody does themselves. I just like it when people attack or want to shoot down anything you say. It's like I was talking with somebody the other day, and it's like, yeah, you can't even say anything positive because you got to go, yeah, it's pretty good to hear that, they're doing this and this. The minute you say that, I guarantee you, most people are like, well, yeah, but this, and yeah, but this. And it's because it's like, no, you cannot take a step forward. Heaven forbid you should step forward. You need to just sit back down, get on your knees again. Damn it. Don't you stand up. Don't you start to move forward. Remember, we're all oppressed and we're victims. And ooh. Mr. William. Morning, Blackbird. Anyway, I don't know. I figured today it'd be this kind of, I'm just venting. Yeah, next week I got my exercise program I'm starting. I might be, I might like go live Saturday night. I don't know. We're going to have to just see how that goes. Might go live Saturday night, but, and hang out with everybody. And I ain't trying to preach to nobody, and I'm not trying to, it's just, but I think it's very important to not get lost. And it's funny because most people talk about distractions, so it's like aware of what's happening, but somehow they just don't apply it to them. They're not being distracted. Everybody else is being distracted. And it's like, but if you don't really know, are they voting on anything in your area this year? Do you got a representative or a senator that's coming up for reelection? Or is there somebody better in that area that you're already aware of that you can kind of get behind? And see, because that's what, and you would think after a few years, and that's why I guess was frustrating. Local government votes are just as important, if not more, than the president. Oh, I know, Coffees, because this is the roots of where it happens. So bad shit only happens up there because it gets sent from down here. It's like the Chuck Schumers or the Sheila Jackson. Sheila Jackson got sent out of Houston. So people in Houston are that. Nancy Pelosi came out of a district. these people that get up there and do this crazy shit, they come out of areas, and that's why I think it's intentional to keep people from paying attention to local. That's why they I think there's people that sit around and they keep this stuff on the surface, and they keep it in the conversations. You got the mainstream media that does the everyday kind of spin narrative, and then there's the psyop versions that come out and just drop these little deals, you know, and that's what causes all the disruption and the divide. And seeing what I get, what you can almost see the interlacing of it, because people will talk about, oh, they're dividing, they're trying to divide us, you know. So they hit on the points, but it's not on theirs. And so it's weird, I gotta say, when you kind of zoom out and look at it and you kind of go, this is wow. Yeah, but it's the digital world. So I mean, let's be honest. Who turns on, who used to, back when you would watch TV, who would turn on the TV and watch a show that you didn't want to watch? Nobody. So clicking on a digital thing, nobody clicks on one that they don't want to watch. So it's like, if it's the big bad boogeyman, then you're not going to listen to anybody that's not talking about the big bad boogeyman, because he just doesn't get it. Bam. And it's like, well, that's how easy that was. I don't know. Have to put God back in the government. Anyways, we'll see. And in order to get God back in the government, you would have to have godly people to go in. So you gotta look at who you're sending up. Thanks, Kiss Off. Media says China's ready to talk as long as Trump is respectful. Yeah, well, you know, I put RV hookups in the yards, so us has a spot out of the city. There you go, G-Mo Myrtle. What's up, Eric? Morning, sir. You hear there is a new remake of Alien. It stars Katy Perry and the rest of the Blue Ridge Origin crew. The tagline poster is "In space, no one can hear you, girl." Oh, damn. Too funny, too funny. Yeah, that did. I got to say, some of that I saw looked pretty comical. And I don't have, I could see that one be totally fake. Or, you know, no, I don't know. I just, because I think the whole origin thing is just bullshit. It's raining cats and dogs. The sun is coming out. Right, Blackbird? And I know it's a beautiful looking day. Look at that shit. That's awesome. He was playing with the story C read understand the behind the words there. Between the lines, right? Well, you discern. I mean, see, that's you shouldn't have to dig for this. Like, things important, you shouldn't have to dig for. To be honest, not if you're of a faith belief person. I'm gonna just I'll say it that way. Say with a belief in God, if that's truly a belief in God, then you don't dig for the negatives. You promote the positives, and then you deal with the negatives using the positives to deal with them, and then you use that as your message as you go through. And all you do, you can look at all anytime that directives or messages were given, there was no digging into the, like, want you to go and want you to find out the worst stuff you can find out about him. Nobody was ever directed to go dig into the negative. So I think that if you feel in this really panic and fear, then you need to take a moment, and you really need to tune outside noises out, and you need to ask for some guidance and discernment. And and I think it's going to be a positive. It's okay. Well, don't don't devil into this. This is how you can deal with that. Now do this, and it's a positive movement. So because I think it's easy to get stuck in the muck, and nowadays with this see you didn't have this before on such a mass scale because the digital platform intertwined everything. So now you can have somebody that's in a really just they're miserable where they are because that's just that whatever that culture they don't like it, they're not comfortable, they're uneasy, all that good shit. Well, now they can still be there but reach out of it and do this virtual reality through the digital platform. And if people look like they're having too much fun, then they'll just bring them down to tell them how shitty things are when really those people's areas aren't that like this person's area, but the digital media creates this fog. And so that's where, and man, misery loves company. There's a reason why those sayings were as old as Methuselah, as the saying used to go. Oh shit, the chat ain't even moving, and I realized apparently, oh, it's all me. Holy crap, yeah. I just thought, well, damn, I guess I'm getting kind of boring just talking about that. But it was just froze. So now, let's see. White House Director of Science says we manipulate space and time. I'm not paying as much as I want. There you go. On the bright side. Right, Grumpy. Well, it's yours because it's Amazon, but see, it's like that. Doesn't that ever strike anybody funny that because I've heard people talk about it. It happens all the time, apparently. But like you order something, it's the wrong thing. So you do the whole little, hey, I want to send this back. It's the wrong thing, and they're like, oh, sorry. And they send you the right thing and you never have to return the old thing. They're like, oh, that's cool. And you just kind of go, well, wait a minute, then how does that work? Do you just make so much that you can just go, whatever? Not to mention, I gotta say, man, all the what he's got, he done made enough money during COVID. Yeah, he could fund that whole space tourism thing. Hey, yeah, Carl, tell Miss Pam hi. What I'm meaning is the clues are there. We just open more eyes and ears to the difference of rights and wrongs. Well, right and wrong is there. I'm not a. I can share testimony. I can, but the book is easy enough. Just pick up the book and read the book. There's a young man that I watch sometimes, and it's like read the book and do what it says. And that's we complicate it with all the man-made stuff down here. For some reason, AOC wasn't invited to ride the fiery flatus. Dude, that's just yeah. Meanwhile, we got let's see, which one was it? Was it the Hubble? Damn, I caught a blip of a story. I think it was the Hubble. Oh, I see you. Oh yeah, that's a hawk boy. He be zoning in on something. The birds are drones. That's what it is. Okay, anyway, I got distracted. Good sized hawk, son, and he was eyeballing something over there, which there was some. I guess they might still have chickens. They might have done lost them all by now, or maybe that's a good sign. There is still a couple. I need to borrow Camel Carl for a pic because the title would be funny. Camel Carl and the Craigslist cannibal. Isla, would you stop? You look retarded. Stop. That's why you need a cow. If I had a cow, then it'd be on the grill. Then I'd be having the fajitas, chicken and beef fajitas, and brisket. Well, I think that's where your faith and your connection and your relationship kicks in, Miss Ellen. I think if you truly have an established relationship with the Holy Spirit, with God, then that's that. You're knowing right from wrong. So you'll know what you're reading isn't just doesn't isn't clicking. I I read a couple of different versions because the way that the wordings changed with the times, given the way things were being interpreted and the meanings of words that they would establish or unknown words where they would fill in. But I think that that's where the true words there. You just but the key is having the true relationship. Craigslist pays $40 to protest. Trump's paying 45 to go home. I don't. I say let them get paid $40 to protest and then go down there and fire hose their ass or some shit. Or you know what? Just make them protest by the law. Like, did you go down and get your permit? Okay, this is your area. Stand over there, do you, boo? But you're not going to block traffic. You're not going to harass people. You're not going to go over there and start knocking cameras and people's shit around. No, no, no. But then again, see, there's those areas that allow that, and then there's areas that don't allow that. Well, why is that? Because there's people in one area that'll kind of pay more attention to what's going on in the area than people in this area that don't pay as much, and they've been outnumbered. Cheese, cheese, baby. You like your neighbors smothered in cheese? Alrighty then. That's almost mental, Gmo Merkel. I don't really know how you would categorize that. So you like your neighbors smothered in cheese? Well, there you go. I reckon your nearest neighbors are cows. So what you're really saying then is you can't cook. So you're gonna have to smear that beef steak down with cheese. I mean, okay, I guess that's up. Some people do steak sauce. That's why they invented A1. So all the people that can't cook a steak can go, but it tastes good, don't it? Yeah, because you threw all them chemicals of crap on there. Sorry. I guess I'm not supposed to say my opinion because since it's on the screen, then it becomes some accusational shit or something. But you can't understand the Ten Commandments? A1 is better on fries than meat. Yeah, I'm not a fan of A1. I'm just not a steak sauce person. I used to use it. We'd go out to eat, and that's you kind of every time you go out to a restaurant, you kind of gotta smother it because some schmuck back there said I can cook, and they said okay, you're hired, and he throws shit on a grill, and man, I can't wait. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. I got that prime cut because I've got my own cutter, and I'm gonna slice it up like quarter-inch thick pieces, and I'm gonna put that on the Blackstone, and I'm gonna cook those, and then I'm gonna slice them through and do some toasted steak and egg and cheese sandwich. And I just can't flipping wait. Warpshire. Oh, Worcestershire. You don't like raisins and anchovies. No, I don't do anchovies. I use bait on hooks. I'm not going to eat it. It's like sardines. Just makes no sense to me. I'd rather have buttermilk and blue cheese dressing for my steak. I see why y'all got to put dressing on your steak. I mean, do y'all just like make shoe leather or something? Well, actually, Miss Ellen, going off of the book, that's not going to happen. So that would be spinning your wheels because you're not fixing the world. Not according to the book. I'll buy A1 on the rare and get it rare. In case when we have a steak, we cook it with S&P butter and fresh garlic and rosemary. Ooh, yeah, boy. A1 is raisins and anchovies. Oh, well, see, that's probably another reason why it sucks. Right, Tony? Rainwater. Morning. No, Tuck, that's not how you cook a steak. 5 to 7 minutes, maybe, on each side. And don't flip your steak onto the same spot. Always do an opposite spot. Depends on how hot you got it. 5 minutes, 4 minutes. Just get a good little sear on that bad boy. That way, when you cut into it, that juice just flows out. Song of the South. Sweet potato pie and I shut my mouth. Gone with the wind. Oh, Eden's gone. Ellen, Eden's gone. That's very well talked about in the book. Fried sauce, mayo, ketchup, steak sauce, lemon juice, mix and dip in crispy taters. Ooh, man, that's one thing too. I'm gonna take some red potatoes and I'm gonna cut them up and put them on that flat top. It's gonna be a good day. I'm gonna be cooking. My son goes, "Damn, Dad, you're gonna get 5 and 5?" And I went, "Yeah, I'm getting 5 and 5." He goes, and I go, "What makes you? I don't want to. I'll eat more than just that one time. I plan on snacking. I'm snacking from the time I'm cooking. I'll be snacking." What's up, Cherokee? What you got? One steak sauce on my steak. I pick up after I watch man price his and second public. I get his steak sauce or cheaper. I don't see. I just don't. You shouldn't need steak sauce to be honest, because you marinate and you season up a steak. So there's your flavoring that you've already got there in it. Now it's all in the cooking, and so that's you need steak sauce when you overcook and you cook all of the seasoning and marinating flavors out. So now you basically got shoe leather. So now you got to pour this shit on top so you can drown it out, and then you cut it and you go, man, there's some good steak. And it's like, no, actually, you could have just dipped some bread into the sauce because the sauce is what was good. That's what people like. But well, somebody told us Wall Street fell. That right? Song of the South. G-Mo Merkel. Bacon wrap filet mignon. Oh, now it's F up, hello, gorgeous, kiss off. Well, alrighty then. So F up. First it was hello, gorgeous, kickoff, and then it became F up, hello, gorgeous, kiss off, off. Sometimes I think Rabbit even confuses itself. I mean, not Rabbit, but Cherokee. See, it even confused me. It's contagious, damn it. It's contagious. Where's my N95? I need my N95. Yeah, CBA. Whoop. Got to go get on the mower. Everyone have a great day and much love to y'all. Right on, Tony. Be careful. Just cut the grass. Don't cut your toes. Make it a good day. You're in the driver's seat. Yeah. Well, I'm confused as hell now. That's it. It's in. We didn't have our N95s on, and we caught it. We got the cooties. The gold mine. I got the shit. Hey, morning, Michelle. Rescue needs the finger test. Watch my finger, Rescue. Watch my finger, Carl. That'd be like a Roots thing. Yep, I've got to try to mow. I'm going to try to get mowed right here. There's a chance of rain possibly Sunday, so I'm going to try to dig a little trench down the center. That way, if it does were to rain Sunday, well, that's fine. We just have a little creek down the middle. But yeah, All right, Miss Ellen, make it a good day. You are in control of the day. Please no prostate exams in chat. Nope. Planted garlic last year and thought it all died, but lo and behold, it's coming up this year. You live and learn. Right on, Michelle. No, that ain't happening, Rabbit. My looking to the left and coughing days are over, and after this last little intestinal shit, no, that would be a no bueno por caca man. Michelle says I lack patience and empathy. I picked 7 steaks under $20 after man priced his steaks and public got steaks $12 equals. Reason I got his steak. Food line store. Oh, that must be some grocery thing. I've heard of a food line though. Can't remember where I was at, but I remember seeing a food line. Maybe it's when that must be in Tennessee. My bestie didn't like steak till she tried the steak I made. Now she likes it. And that's it. She just been eating, apparently been eating just cooked shoe leather. Isla, leave the birds alone. If you piss all night, you might have a swollen prostate or diabetes, gentlemen. No, God is in control. I never said he wasn't. He gave you a book to follow. Read the book and do what it says. Yeah, that North Carolina, Tennessee. Also, okay, that's probably where it was. I've not seen one of those in a long time. I know, man. Food line. Let's see, what do I got? I got 67% battery life. How long have I been on here? Been on here an hour. Let me put, I'll see if I can put the link if anybody wants to come up. Let's see, we're going to go here, here. Yeah, I was going to try to go live the other day, but something was wrong with the Streamlabs shit. So kept getting a server error trying to finish logging in. They finally got it fixed. I'm like, well, just ain't this nice. So then I thought, well, I'll just go live this morning and figure what the hell. One of my chicken had sour crop. I drained her upside down, gave dose olive oil and Epsom salt with water. All better today. Oh wow! How does the chicken get that sour crop? Like what is that? I will have to look that up. Where the freaking ass dog go? Isla, what are you doing? Albertsons. Oh, there we go, Tuck. Yeah. Safeway. I don't know if we still. I don't think we don't have one around here no more. We got a HEB, we got a Brookshire Brothers, and then people will go to Walmart, which has blown me away ever since they opened that stupid store. And they did groceries, and all of a sudden it was like, I'm sorry, isn't this where everybody came and bought their kids a bicycle and shit and got your oil changed in the automotive department? You know, now we're going to start buying our food? Really? Yeah, you can get you a pair of underwear, get your oil changed, get your kid a swimming pool, and go ahead and get some sandwiches and drinks. And it's like, nah, man, you know, food lodged in throat. Oh, wow. Sunflower seeds came out. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Yo, dude, did you really feel the need to come and land right there? Because you're going to want to make a move, and it's probably going to be over here to my head or shoulder, and I'm not really digging that. Big old stink bug. You just described 15-minute city, right? That's Walmart. That's what Walmart did to the rural areas. They come in and they squashed, and now they're starting to get bounced back because people are tired of that. That's like the cattle company around here. That's they have a meat market. We've got people locally with veggies and see, but then again, now here goes and ties into what I said earlier. Why I pay attention to the local and what's going on locally. We're allowed to do that. See, we can do that. Like I could grow a bunch of veggies and put them up here, and I could sell them. It's no big like, oh my God, here comes the city guy, because it's just one. I live in the county, but we're what's called an incorporated. Our population isn't big enough, so it's if we don't pay attention as we grow and it becomes incorporated, then that could change things. And the next thing you know, you end up with restrictions and all this crap. And it's only if you allow it to happen. I have every intention of keeping my eye on the ball. I don't want to leave my grandson with that shit to deal with when he's trying to raise his kids. I live in North Carolina, served Fort Bragg. You talk smack and get shot down there. Right. Sorry, my wife got home. I had to mute you. I'll be heading to the closest city to buy eyeglasses. A lot in Oklahoma. A wretched hive of scam. Isla, Isla, get over here. Get over here. Stop that shit. You're acting retarded. Get over here. Get over here. Now lay down. Lay down. And then you just stay right there. Chill out. Stop it. Sorry. Walmart sucks. Yep. What's up, Michael? Battlefield Productions. Oh, okay. Oh, damn, I got to get caught up in chat. Brewed for chaos. I was instructed to pop in and say hello to everyone, so here I am. Well, alrighty there, Brewed for chaos, I reckon. Oh, look, Camo's back there. I guess I could let him on there. What's up,
Hey,
buddy?
what's going on?
Hey, man, I pulled a shad. I keep you back there for a little bit.
That's all right. I always liked hanging out in the back quarter, in the back of the bus, in the back of the stage, wherever you got. I like going out there and just hanging out in the back room.
Yeah, that's always the coolest spot.
You can smoke back here and, drink, whatever you want to do.
Oh, okay. Brood for Chaos is Michael's girlfriend, Battlefield Productions.
I
I've
took a
missed that.
fucking day off, man.
You took a what? A day off?
I took a day off, man.
There you
I
go.
don't know. I kind of feel guilty, but my body don't give a damn.
Don't feel guilty. It's a needed rest.
That's what Pamela's telling me, man. You ever feel like you done so much, you like my hands and my arms and everything is fucking tired, dude. I've been lifting shit and carrying shit and working and picking shit up,
Hell
and
yeah.
I just need
Yeah.
to sit here and smoke and drink and just talk to people.
That's what I'm talking about. We got all them little blood vessels and muscle tissues and tendons fired up on all cylinders. And yeah, you just, so you're sore. It's okay. It'll get better. Just don't slow down now.
How
Take
does
a break.
Michelle the Great know? How did Michelle the Great know? That's all I want to know. Is there like I don't have any cameras. I checked for cameras. How did she know?
Well, you have a phone, so you always have a camera.
Ah, dang, you're right. Now I know why they call her Michelle the Great. She's a great hacker.
Well, see, she said she was at Fort Bragg. She didn't say where she went after Fort Bragg. So it could have been
Ah, yeah.
Quantico.
Right, right. Somehow I've got a pretty detailed map of Fort Bragg. I got in some gear. I found a map in some gear once of the base at Fort Bragg. It's super detailed. I'm not probably not even supposed to have it.
Well, that probably wasn't then that might not have been best said over the internet, but
Well, I bought it fair and square at auction. All right, so
fair and square. Back of the bus
well,
has
now
paper
that
even
Brood
for
for Chaos is
right after.
starting to talk. You see that Brood for Chaos talks just like Devil Dog 2856.
Well, Brood for Chaos is a female, and that's Battlefield Productions' girlfriend.
All right, cool. That is definitely a Devil Dog line, though.
Right. Oh, Scat Pack was born on Bragg.
Really? Well, now we know what's wrong with her, huh? I'm just kidding. Uh,
I was never stationed there. I was there. My mentor and recruiter uh, was from there, and then got transferred back up there. So I've been on the base. Never
Tuck
stationed there. I
Auto
was at Fort
Corrupt.
Dix.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Tuck Auto Corrupt is a prissy beach.
Right. Birthday coming up. Good.
Battlefield.
Yeah, Savage. Sunday, the 20th. 420. Me
It's
and Rudy.
420 right now. All right. The doobie is in my hand. Or you probably need proof of that or something. So, I mean, it is 420 right there. See that?
Oh, look, Cherokee said he was born on Fort Bragg, too.
Dang, man. This is starting to become a conspiracy.
Deplorable chicken. Morning, morning, morning.
Yeah, I'm in the new building right now. Did you see any of that?
Huh?
I got a use of a big piece of property. Did you see any of that video I posted?
Oh, yeah. I saw that last one you did, too, where with the walk around in that big old spot. And I was like, man, that's pretty damn cool right there, son.
I am dangerous when I have this much storage space. All right, I'm what you call an accumulator. All right,
Well, don't accumulate.
I know. I'm trying to lighten my fucking load. Now I got all the storage space. I don't. It's dangerous, dude.
By the way, I was thinking, how? Why don't you? I mean, would it be like too crazy to put like some little arms on the front of that thing to hang that bicycle on?
No, it's not that crazy. Except, I'm not. I like the bicycle only because my dead buddy built it. But I'm gonna find a new home for it because it's just not practical for me. All right. If it was like a bicycle built for two, that might be a little more practical right now. But I need to find some like mechanically inclined young person that would appreciate it or something that deserves it. I got to add that to it. It's got because I don't. If I'm going to have a motorcycle, it's going to be an MT 500. All right. At least I can carry somebody and some stuff on there.
Right. Dan Michelle says I served during Desert Storm, 101st, 58th, Lim 3, Road Shop, rebuild engines and transmission, 63 whiskey. See, it's like they've changed that. I forgot I was talking to somebody years ago because I was 63 Bravo. And, but then they've got reclassified. They broke things down. I guess what you used to just be, man, you little red hooker, you better get, son. Sorry, that was a red wasp, and they just know that's a no bueno por
So
caca.
Michelle the Great was a screaming eagle.
Screaming Eagles. Dude, I actually watched a pretty cool one this morning from Fat Electrician, and it was about the Timberwolves out of Oregon. And it was actually started out with Terry Allen, the general. And man, that was some shiznit.
Yeah, Echo. I did make the property a little more appealing to the buyers, but it's $450,000 to buy this chunk of property, and that's at half price. So I'm not sure how long it's going to take to sell. There's been some people that look. The last guy that was checking out the property said he'd probably keep me on here, if because of what I'm doing to it. So who knows? It's a We'll see. I'm just riding the tide. You know what I mean?
There you go. Well, I know that building looked pretty cool, dude. All that open space, and it's like, shoot, sent you up a tent inside there.
Ooh, you see now. You just figured it out. I'm going to set all of them up in here. I got to put new ropes on the big one, and I want to take some pictures of them anyway. I got to, every now and then you got to take your gear and set it up, all right, and go through it and check it.
Later, Chuck. Make it a good day, bud.
Clean it, oil it all up, pack it
There you
up
go.
even better than it was. That's the plan, dude. It really is.
Well, and you let it out. Matter of fact, that's one thing I did, dude. It was so ironic. I went to clean it all up underneath the carport for get ready for this weekend. Do that, and it's just things need to get done. That's part of the message. It'll start next week. But anyway, one of the things I did that tent that we used in Missouri 2 years ago, it was still just wadded up, and so I got it and set it up and kind of wiped it off and cleaned it up, and then folded it up and got it all put back in its cool little case and needed good airing out.
Oh
And that's
yeah,
you can use that. You can spread everything out. It won't be in the weather, but yet you can get it all stretched and checking everything out, slowly taking your time, come up with your cool little packing plan.
the day before yesterday, I just did one. But what happens is people take their boat tarps and their tent and anything like that, and they wad them up wet and put them away for the winter or whatever. And when you don't dry something out all the way, it starts to mildew. And the thing is with modern fabrics, they're a little resistant to rot and mildew. But back in the day, circus tents, military tents, anything like that, before you would roll them up and put them away for the season, you'd have to hang them in the barn, wait for the right day where the humidity wasn't bad, and roll them up right. And you'd also have to treat canvas every couple of years. All right, you'd have to put what they called canvac on it. There's a bunch of different kinds, but you'd have to treat that organic material because it will rot away. And like I said just the other day, I had to do a tarp where somebody made a boat tarp with all synthetic fabric, but they used cotton thread. So they rolled it up, and all the thread on that tarp just disintegrates. All right. So I go in there and I resew every seam, and it's good to go for a couple more years. But you got to maintain your gear, man. If you roll up a sleeping bag or a tent or even a ground pad and don't look at it for a long time, if it was humid that day you rolled it up, you might have a stinky sleeping bag. You might have a sleeping bag that'll just fall to pieces when you unroll it. For all you know, you got to keep an eye on it. You're not even supposed to keep tents and sleeping bags rolled up tight when you store them. You're supposed to let some air get in there, you know?
Let it air. Let it all air out.
That's it. Keep moving your gear around, repack it, organize it, because if you don't, it'll get sour.
And nobody likes sour gear.
That's right. That's right.
You got to get set at your gear and test it. I haven't went camping in years. Yes, check your gear. Show me the man joking. I show you real man here. That's what I tell myself anyway.
You ever see that movie called Real Men with John Ritter and I think it was Jim Belushi from maybe the early '90s or late '80s.
Oh, probably so. I'd watch TV back then. I don't watch it nowadays. I ain't watched TV in 10, 15 years too much.
Well, the whole movie was about this agent that had to meet the aliens, all right, and they had a choice. They said you could either have the big gun, or you could have I forget what the other thing was, the big gun or world peace or something. And all they wanted was a glass of water in return. That was the trade. It was a pretty funny movie, man. I suggest you watch that if you don't remember it.
Hell yeah. That might be a good one to go pull up. Some nights I just find stuff to watch. Although I am, man, I don't know. I got this bug, so I'm fixing to probably do me a Band of Brothers marathon backstage or something. If anybody's interested in that, I love watching that show.
I seen that one. I watched that one before. I'm kind of already. Me and Pamela been. She'll watch superhero movies with me, man. All right, I got it made now, so I can. We've been watching all. He watches the whole superhero movie with me, dude. I can't believe it.
Hell yeah. There you go. Well, the missus likes Band of Brothers. Excuse me. But I think she kind of got burnt out after about the fourth time, and now I'm on probably the 150th time of watching it. I used to watch it every Memorial Day. That was it, man. I'd start that thing 5 disc. We had even the DVD. I had a 5 disc DVD changer. I'd load that thing up and just go one after the other all day long.
Do you remember when that was the highest fucking tech shit you ever saw?
Shit, no, man. I remember VHS was pretty badass. Hell, I remember cassettes being like, wow, this is cool as shit. Look how small that is.
I remember all that. I remember being fucking amazed when I watched a cassette deck flip the cassette tape for you inside the deck. Remember those? It would pull the
Yep.
cassette tape out, flip it backwards, and put it back in and start playing, man, like magic and shit.
Oh, great. That's just what you always love to see. A Habitat for Humanity trailer. What are
Uh,
you doing up here in the woods, man? All right, Michelle, you make it a good day, ma'am.
yes, you have a good one, Michelle. It was nice teasing you. I mean, meeting you. I mean, talking to you.
Ooh, I see she's 101st, so that's Rangers lead the way, ma'am.
Oh, I like that, man. I love the Rangers, especially Rogers Rangers from the 1700 and the standing orders and all that. All those things still apply to today. Rules of the field from the 1700s that every line can still be applied to today's modern times.
Dang,
I've known quite a few Rangers. I appreciate the Rangers. And Michelle the Great, if you're a Ranger, I do all kinds of custom military law enforcement tack gear modifications, repairs, and custom gear. I've modified the Ranger packs a couple different ways.
thanks, Kiss Off. I'm gonna have to watch that. I didn't. I meant to click it. I did, but then I think the missus said something, so it stayed on my damn phone. And then this morning I noticed it, but I was getting this all. I was like, oh, they fixed it. So then I set this up.
Dude, you look like you're just styling there. Look, you, I see sunshine, your arms up, kicked back, like you're enjoying life. That's good to see.
Oh yeah, it's my days start off sore, but it gets better because there's good shit at the end. So that's
Alamo.
a big blue water cat and sail the blue island. See, I just got no desire to go and get out on water, man. It just ain't in me. I just
If
got
I could get four, if I could get four big matching pontoon boats and I rip all the seats and stuff off of them, then I might be able to park my truck right on four of them.
see, I got no desire to be out in salt water. I'd get out on the lake. I could go hang out. I even told the missus I wish I had done that when I now getting to where I'm at now. When I sold my bike because when I couldn't ride it no more and I sold it, that's I built the computer and did some other stuff. Now I wish I had bought me like about 8 of those blue drums, the plastic drums that oh man, I would tuck them under a nice little treated 2x6 frame and create me a floating dock. I just drove up on there. I'd be floating around on a nice big old dock. Be sitting right here in my chair doing just like I'm doing right now. Only be right over there on the lake.
I can get them barrels for $10 a piece. Nice one.
See, that's I wish I had bought about 8 of them because man, I've seen some people make them. Just lay them down on their sides and build the frame around them. Put some boards and then do your decking, and then you can take some rope and you can tie them to it just so that way easier to haul. But then you just
We
go out and
do.
once you put it in the water, the pressure of them floating and then the deck on top keeps them all contained.
Right, right. Yeah, in the 70s, man, we used the metal 55-gallon drums, and we had a floating dive dock. You know, it's like a raft out there past your swimming place. You could put a diving board and crap on it.
Yeah.
We had one of those, but we took and made a long dock with the 55-gallon drums underneath of it because when the lakes freeze up in the winter, they'll destroy your dock pylons. They'll just rip your dock stuff right out of the ground. But we made this one that it hinged up. We had four 55-gallon drums under the dock with a rope that we could tie to the end of it and pull it up to a tree in the wintertime so it would be standing straight up like a hinge.
Huh. Damn, Rabbit said you can get an encapsulated foam for free.
I don't want nothing for free, man. I really don't. Every time something, I don't want nothing free. I like the feeling of having to work for something. All right.
Well, it ain't nothing for free, so what's wrong with it? What's the catch? Because if somebody's giving it away for free, it's because then it's a disposable thing for them and has no practical usage, so that they won't even attempt to sell it. They're just giving it away. Well, and Is that encapsulated foam? Is that them little balls encapsulated version so that as you touch it and matter, you got little pieces that just fall off like snowflake and then they blow all over?
The only thing, if I found like if I found another $20 bill that just blew up to my foot, that's kind of free. I'll take it, but I found it. You know what I mean? Somebody wasn't trying to give me something. I'm always suspicious when they say, "We'll give you this free." Well, my experience on this planet is that it's like those
Thanks,
guys in the
Colby.
Bahamas in 1980. They literally will come up to you and throw a necklace over your neck. All right, hey, a free sample, and they'll throw the necklace. And as soon as the necklace is on you, then they hold their hand out for a small donation. You know,
Oh, yeah. Later, Brood. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for putting up with Michael.
good God, if the government says it's free, they're after something.
Man, if the government opens its mouth about any kind of money, it's coming off of taxpayers. So maybe more and more people are becoming aware of that now and starting to kind of realize now we just got to get through the getting people aware to vote in different people so things can change.
I sure hope so. I mean, I kind of tuned out, man. I've been so busy. I haven't been paying attention to all the hype. I'm a
Yeah,
little
that's
bit, I catch little news stories here and there, but I feel better somehow. Like I'm getting at least stuff done for myself, even if you know I don't see anything else happening. It's I don't know. It's not making a big difference whether I pay attention to it or not. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, Michael, I guess she puts up with you because you called her your girlfriend and she didn't correct you. So as of today, she's still putting up with you.
Talk about putting up with people. This chick here, man, she can put up with me. I can't believe it.
Well, that's usually a good starter for a relationship is being able to tolerate somebody. It usually doesn't last very long if you don't tolerate somebody.
Yeah, I've had trouble with that. I have. I've had trouble with that.
Well, we are, especially the older we get, the more quirks we got, and it can take a little bit.
Well, on that note, I think I've actually tried to have less quirks as I got older. Yeah, I think I had more when I was younger.
Yeah, but it's weird because nowadays having less quirks actually make you more quirky because now you don't fit in with all the other quirks.
Fire in the bowl, 420.
Oh, 420. What's up, buddy?
That reminds me, I have to go get the clock off the tree on the other lot that I put on 420 a year and a half ago. So it's always 420.
Hey, even a wrong clock's right twice a day.
It's always 420 there. So it's going to always be 420 here.
There you go.
Mm. Yeah, I'm
You're
finding some
welcome,
good
Colby.
stuff here. Cleaning this place up, I found some good stuff like that, saw fire wall insulation they put on stuff. I found a whole roll of that. Found a perfectly good boat trailer spare.
Oh, hell.
What else did I found? I found a camouflage 5-gallon bucket. That was the best find yet. Um, I found a dead cat. Um, I found a working set security lock, dude, that they took off of this place, and I found the key hidden that works. And
Oh, hell. So now you got you an operational lock.
I already had one of them, but now I got a spare one. See, like I told you, I'm the accumulator. This is going to get dangerous. I got a pile of lumber over there. Things are. What is that? Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, this is the pipe that I got for my birthday.
No shit, that looks like a fucking wizard pipe.
Yeah, this is the Riders of Rohan pipe. Let's see if I can get it closer. You can see the pattern. There's a pattern in the stem.
Well, the Riders of Rohan, weren't they Rangers?
Yeah, and I've already smoked a little bit out of it. They sent me this. It wasn't tobacco. It was non-nicotine. I was like, wait, how do you get non-nicotine tobacco? But then it was like,
We call that
I don't know.
weed.
It was like herbs stuff. And it was
Yeah,
like,
we
oh,
call
it
it.
reminded me of that. What was that shit that came out for a while? The
Oh, the fake shit, the fake
Yeah, it was
weed.
the fake stuff that would. Oh man, I forgot what it's called, but yeah, that stuff is what it reminded me of. And I'm like, wait, has this got like potpourri stuff? Has this got shit sprayed on it? But it didn't.
They
But it was
made
just
that
kind of.
illegal to sell that here, man. I knew somebody that was hooked on that shit, and he was fucking crying when they quit selling that shit. What's going on, Kush?
What's up, Kush? Love, grace, peace, joy, in Jesus' precious name. Amen.
Kush has always got something good to say.
Yep. Deplorable got to run. Y'all be safe. Try and keep it clean. Have a great day. Be safe. Keep the shine on. Make it a great day, Deplorable. Take control. Do something. Do something with yourself. Make it a good day.
I don't want to do anything with myself today. I've done too much with
But
myself
that
for
is
weeks.
doing something. By choosing not to do something is doing something because you're going to choose not to do something. So,
All right. Well, you just made me feel better about it. The guilt's lifted a little.
well, no, you got to have your recharge day. Now, feel shame tomorrow if you still sit around because now you're starting to take a
Well,
mile. But it's
and I
okay to
know
take a
you're
mile.
right. And I know you're right. And I even tell people the same advice all the time. But do you think I listen to my own advice? I mean, it's
Well,
you know, it's easier hearing it from you. All right, you're letting a load off my shoulders some. All right, I'm gonna be
there you go.
easier on myself today just because of your statement there.
There you go. See, as long as we're pushing the ball forward.
Yeah,
Chris says, I
well,
was thinking
now
about you last night, Cole.
talking about balls and pushing them forward. Now that makes me want to go do something, and I can't do that right now. I
No, but
found
you are doing
one.
something. You're doing something by not doing something. You're still doing
You're
something.
You're not letting me tell you about the find. All right. I found a 1 ton solid concrete ball. All right. It's perfectly round. I don't even know how they made it. It's not a wrecking ball. I can't find any chain link sticking out of it. I don't even know what it would be for, but it's around the side of the building and I can move it a little. So that thing's going to be, I'm going to roll that sucker out just for a display. All right. It's monstrous. It's huge. It's a gigantic concrete ball. Who wouldn't want one of those?
Deplorable. Well, I don't know what they'd be used there. Unless that was some kind of
Is it a
a
masher
grinding
for the
ball.
mill?
It
Yeah,
could
that's
have
what I
been
was
like a
thinking.
grinding ball, mortar pedestal thing, only you would have it inside like a cast iron bowl. But if you tilted that bowl around, then that itself would be your crushing bonum. I just
You might be on something, man, but I haven't found the bowl yet. I want to find the bowl now.
yeah, I don't know.
It's way too big. It's way too big, Amir. This thing's like a 2.5 foot circumference or something. It's pretty big. 2.5, 3 foot diameter.
Or it could be a wrecking ball, but it's the innards of the wrecking ball, and then it's still got the outer chain mass to go into and sit in.
Well, one more thing I notice about it that I find a little odd is it's really fine concrete. I'm talking about like high grade mortar, almost like a firewall mortar or something. There's no porous surface. It's perfectly smooth. Maybe, Amir, maybe it is, but we're a long
Look at
ways from anything
aliens.
that
Aliens did it, Carl. They
big. It's an
deposited that.
alien
That was back
egg.
in the day when they had us mining gold, and somehow we made that.
Maybe it's an egg. Right?
That's it. It's the concrete dragon.
Godzilla! Godzilla!
I would take a metal detector to that concrete ball.
That's a thought, Ryan. That's definitely a thought. Well, this is an old co-op. All right, this was built in 1900
Oh,
from what I can find.
pretty.
But actually might have something to do with grinding grains or something. That's something I didn't even think of. I guess I'm gonna have to do a short on this concrete ball because I've talked about it twice now.
Well, damn, Michael, that's sad. But so Michael, he had to give one of his dogs away. He gave one of his. Well, he didn't have to. I guess he just decided to give one of his dogs to another driver. So the one dog's now lonely and depressed.
Hmm.
What's up, Roni? I think I said morning to you. I don't know. Did I? I don't know.
He'd have to be folded up pretty good to be inside that ball of mirror.
Probably you can be reminded about chocolate houses.
Actually, I've been to the place where Jimmy Hoffa disappeared. I'd gone to that restaurant before it happened and after it happened, and I've watched over the decades. Many places got dug up. You know,
Isn't
every
he
couple of
buried?
years.
Isn't he supposed to be buried at like Madison Square Gardens or some shit?
I heard that one before, but I mean, literally in this around in this area, they will. It'll suddenly be on the local news. Areas being excavated for Jimmy Hoffa's remains, and they'll dig up somebody else's farm and not find anything, and every few years you hear something about it because this is right where it happened. This is where he disappeared from. This area.
You know, that's why they're bringing back the real ID. That's what it's for. Is they're really trying to find Jimmy Hoffa to see if he's still alive. And they're going to use AI facial recognition to scan 8 billion people in the world to find out where Jimmy Hoffa is. That's
Yeah.
now we know. Now we know. By the way, all this panicking over this real ID, I would just like to remind people that it's been around since '05. It might some states might have taken longer to slowly adapt, but like Texas has been doing this shit well over a decade. There's a little gold star in the top right corner, and
I
that's
was
the
just
equivalent of
going
real
to
ID.
I was just going to tell you that. You know, you see what I had to go through to get my fucking
I,
license, and it sure enough, it's got a little star on the top. All right, so I've already got a real ID, I guess you call it. It looks just like every other ID, but it's got a little
that's it.
gold star at the top.
That's it. And I mean, if you've served or you ever, they got your shit, man. They already know.
They already got our number. They do. What's up, Bonnie? They already got our number.
That's
Hell,
why I don't stress over that. To me, see, that's that to me that distractional stuff. It keeps you're living in fear and panic, and you're doing that instead of it's like a gun. It's almost what I put it in association with listening to Democrats if they had to listen to a gun inventor design a new gun, and they would be steadily freaking out, talking about all the worst possible things that are going to happen because of this pew pew that's going to do, and they don't want to put it on the person that's going to handle the pew pew. Nothing is personal anymore. There's we got the gun stuff because people don't take accountability. We got abortion stuff because people don't take accountability, and
how
that's
come
just
you're
another
going
thing.
from
Now
the
we're going to
word?
stress over real ID because people just it's just like, dude, okay, real ID. Now, how about making sure your congressman is actually a legitimate person? Because they're the ones that are going to go into your state capital and they're going to pass laws based off this shit. So if this scares you that much, then get more invested in who the hell's fixing to represent you in your little district in your area. Ugh. But anyway, what's up, Bonnie? Morning.
I think everybody should have a gun. I think we ought to have more guns.
Well, as long as you're gonna, we also gotta work on some of the laws.
I'm for throwing most of those away.
We need to go back to an efficient form of punishment, and then it be clear. If theft is stealing somebody's property, it shouldn't matter that if it's a $10 fucking gas can or a $10,000 mower. It just you stole somebody's property. Stealing is wrong. Period. Car
It actually
or a
says that
fucking
in the
hammer.
Ten Commandments.
Well, they just it's like murder. I'm sorry. So you killed that person. Okay, so you didn't do it in defense. Then they're okay. You were defending yourself or someone else. No, you weren't. You were mad and you killed. Okay, then that's just a murder. It shouldn't be no which category of fall. No, fuck that shit. Murder's murder. Period. Period.
Yeah, that's, that's what war is. That's why war is evil. You know, we shouldn't have war. We should have peace and love and all this stuff. We shouldn't be out there killing people unless they're trying to kill you.
Well, killing someone and murdering are two different things.
Yeah, that's it. If they're trying to murder you, you can kill them in defense, and you'll be all right.
Right away. Have you heard from Sister Nikki? No, I think Tiger was in earlier and said that her birthday was Tuesday, but no, I have not heard from her. Horse theft is
Listen,
hangable. Yeah, well, but just see, it's like that. You get all these. I don't know. There's just so much confusion out there, and I think some isn't even done intentional. It's the nature of the way the society we're in now. The digital age has just introduced mass confusion.
I think that's partially intentional myself. I mean, I think there's been a campaign to dumb down society and undermine cultures and all kinds of things. I think they've been intentionally fucking with people's heads for years now, using
Right?
the internet.
Hey, Miss Pamela.
Oh, look, there's a hot chick in the chat. What's up, Pamela Barone?
Big John. Big Bad John. Big John. I don't know. It's like taking. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. You think about all the kids, all the adults that are talking, and they're lost in all this confusion, and it's like then what's happening to that generation that's coming up behind you, and what's the example that they're seeing? Are you showing them how to stand steadfast against the confusion and the distraction, or are you showing them how to just participate in it? Like, and I don't, I'm not trying to sound ugly. But it's legit. And we have these talks around here all the time now, especially with little man. They started with my granddaughter, but you everything you do sets an example that they start then processing. It's kind of like when you would go to school, the teacher would throw some information at you, but every kid processed that a little different. And so, you tried to find a general rule to kind of follow in teaching so that most everybody understood and got the basics. And then you would see the one that might have. But people don't take into account kids are that way. They're watching and they're hearing. They don't really understand what you're talking about. They just are seeing reactional stuff. Oh wow!
Gosh, I can remember. Don't you
You know, every
remember
time
being
somebody
a kid?
calls, wow, mom and dad are screaming about this. And so I guess how you handle a problem is to scream. Well, then the kid's going to start to exercise that. Only then there's ramifications. Only nobody's going to teach that kid that. This
Well,
is where
actually, what
the
you're
self
talking
awareness
of,
comes from. And then you hope a kid comes out on the sunny side, and some go down the wrong path and some don't make it at all. And you kind of go, so at what point do adults take responsibility for the examples that they're setting? What's up, Pilgrim?
rescue, what you're talking about, I can literally remember happening to me. All right, being real young and seeing shit go down in front of me and being totally confused and having to figure that shit out on your own. You know?
Well, it's kids. They're little people, and you come into this world, and the colors, sights, sounds, all this stuff starts to form, and by the picture that's laid out in front of them, that's what they pick up. So, and then as they start to understand that this is right and this is wrong, well, then they're also watching actions. That's why I think it's so rough when people argue or fight in front of kids. And it's not to protect them. So all the people that want to try to justify their fucked up behavior by going, well, kids need to know reality. And it's like, whatever, man. You're talking about fucking 1 through 10. And trust me, you got 50 more years of reality to go with. So it's those 10 years don't have to be slammed on hard. They should be led into how to process things. This is what you should be teaching. We should be teaching them how to process. You know, it's that's and there's something to be said about our old way of teaching. When we learned numbers, we learned colors, shapes. You know, you went into kindergarten, you had the stars and the circles and the squares, and it was keeping it simple. It's just basic understandings of stuff. It wasn't trying to live vicariously through them. And that's what happens. I think kids nowadays are like some kind of fucking living doll that these adults live through. And so it's like they have them right there on their leg when they're like, ah, you sorry son of a bitch, you. And here's this kid right there on their lap, like, wow, I don't know. What do you think that kid's picking up?
Howdy, Pilgrim. And
Hey, Dusty. No, I have not in a while, believe it or
yeah, I
not.
was going to say that, man. That's the second time I've heard it brought up where no one's heard from Papa's farm in a while.
Well, that's it, Cherokee. It was, and see, and it's just like that. They try to make that sound so bad. Spare the rod, spoil the child. So you want to just beat your kids? No, but there's consequences. Now, the whole picture that you paint, you don't have to be, you don't have to beat kids. Just because you correct a kid one time doesn't mean you have to keep beating them. Matter of fact, but the message has to be consistent. You can't play today it's okay to talk like that. Tomorrow, because I have this going on in my adult life, I don't have the patience. So stop, 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 stop. And then you want to lash out. Well, see, that's not consistent. That's the lines keep fluctuating. The goal post keeps changing, as the saying goes.
Me too, Dusty.
Oh, Bonnie, my birthday is Sunday.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
Sunday. Sunday the fun day.
Yeah, and nobody's seen Ghost either. You know, the T-shirt, man, not Ghosticon, Ghost.
I haven't talked to Ghost in a little bit. Last time I had messaged him was I think after the storms had gone through, just to see how he was doing, see if everything was okay, and he said everything was fine. And yeah, I know he's been real busy because he's picked up actually his printing thing has really taken off, and so he has I think he one or two fire departments. He's got the school. He's picked up several businesses and some other stuff. So I think that printing thing is just keeping him going. Not doing
Good to
nothing.
see you, Cherokee. I don't know if you've been able to see me, but I've been saying hello in chat to you. I just don't know if you see it. Sometimes you don't get to see what other people are saying to you. And I've seen proof of that now with having Pamela here and being able to see what she sees in chat. We don't see the same things always. Isn't that interesting?
Well, thank you, Bonnie. Yeah, I haven't decided. I might. I don't know. God dang it! Get on, dude. Uh, I might go live Saturday night. I probably was going to go live Sunday, but then kind of have found out like my son's going to be here, and my granddaughter and my daughter's going to be here, and my stepson and his girlfriend are going to be here with my granddaughter.
Yeehaw.
Might have a couple other people coming that just they know me. It's not like I laugh because I only have one friend left that's still alive, and he's actually going to be here because I even told him, I said, "Man, you better be here." But hell, you're the only one left. I said, "Everybody else is gone." He was like, "I know," and he thinks about it sometimes. Like, yeah, man, everybody's gone.
It's weird, man. It's a weird feeling. I'm like the last standing in a couple of circles.
Well, I'm here by the grace of God, and that'll all come to light next week. And it is what it is. But yeah, I'm here by the grace of God. That's just straight up.
I know it's because of God, but that I'm still surviving. But it is weird, man. It's like there's a couple of circles of guys that I grew up with, that they're all gone, man. All the stories that we had together and shit, I'm like the last standing that knows any of it. It's crazy. It's a weird feeling. I get on Facebook once in a while. I don't use fake. I use the messenger. But dude, I'll get a memory on Facebook and I'll go look at the memory and it'll have, maybe 10 likes on it or something, or 10 comments. And 8 out of 10 of those people are gone. My Facebook is starting to look like a cemetery. I'm not even kidding.
Oh yeah, I don't even do that. No, for me, most of it's because I didn't have a lot of friends, and that wasn't my thing. It's like guys that, uh, that I was either in like a firework with, plant work, pipeline, offshore. Those kind of guys, you pick up a coworkers that you're doing, and man, everybody's died off. There's one dude I was on the fire department with that's still alive, but we're not friends. We don't even talk. I think he's a dick. He should have. I don't know. It's not my call. It's between him and God when that time comes. But
Right.
only
This
one
sitting here
left.
doing nothing. This sitting here doing nothing plan is not easy. It ain't. I'm sitting here looking at shit that needs to get done and fighting the fucking urge to go do it. This is not easy doing nothing.
I think it's King Tuesday. Oh, right on, Dusty. Got the grandkids. And then, so what is this Cherokee? Ghost print business. He forgot us. He said we would come first, but 25 minutes is more money. He'd become famous. And he say, okay, that is. Well, I don't think he forgot us. It just you get busy. You know, it's like hell for the past. I didn't go. I haven't been live, but I would think about everybody and kind of went, oh, I wonder what so and so. But they're just a series of things getting done. And well, that's saving a lot of this for time to come. But
Yeah.
yeah, I got
Red.
plans.
All right, just 2 days ago, I mentioned you, all right, because I noticed you ain't been around. It's like we talk to each other this much. You notice when they're gone. All right, you notice when people ain't around. Makes you wonder, where's this person? Where's that person? I uh I feel like I start to miss you guys. All right, if I'm like really busy, which I have been, I don't get to do the night shows. I don't get to, stay up late and see, I don't get to see everybody as much as I used to. And it does it kind of sucks at times.
Yeah, hopefully Papa's and Ghost are just busy. That's Ghost. Now, Papa's, it's been a minute since I talked to him. I didn't shoot a message, Steve.
Hmm.
I know I talked to him after the big flooding and everything because I talked to him and his son was okay. They were okay. Think of Bridge. going. His son used for access got washed out, so that was going to have to be rebuilt. And that was the last I talked to him. Come November,
See
Chuck and
what?
I will be married 50 freaking ass years. Where the hell did time go? Hey, time flies when you're having fun, kiss off. That's what they say.
Well, she said it was 50 freaking ass years. So you know she had fun.
Well, man, hey, let's give credit where credit's due. Chuck has had to deal with her for 50 years. That dude, like, there's a special kind of purple heart for him. I mean, can you imagine that, dude? Dealing with Kiss Off for 50 years?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know Kiss Off well enough to complain about it. You know, she says some pretty wild stuff in chat sometime, but who doesn't? You know,
And see, 50 years of Kiss Off. Poor Chuck.
she has a message for you, Rescue.
Oh, yeah. I knew she would. Well, y'all got to get going. Ate turkey, taters, noodles, cranberry sauce, coleslaw, made peanut butter pie. Everyone is full. Hell yeah, Dusty, look at you. Hey, big Dusty, little Dusty, make it a good day. Enjoy them grandkids.
You know, I got lazy. I just call them Dusties now with a plural because you never know which one it is. So I just put a plural on it.
Oh, well, most of the time it's little Dusty, but that's why I just do big Dusty, little Dusty, because she types, he listens. Oh, that's a
Yeah,
good jam up there.
I'm sitting here looking at the other side of this pole barn where these homeless camped out here for a while. And I don't think I'm going to let that. I don't think I'm going to be able to let that slide today. All right, because I'm sitting here looking at this mess. It's got to go. If I'm going to get one thing done today, it's going to be the other side of this pole barn.
Well, you just take a break, chill, and you just kind of maybe move a couple little things and chill, move something, chill, but just it's a slow paced day.
I was thinking about alcohol. All right, because alcohol in this situation in the past has made me feel pretty, good for the day. Not tomorrow, not the next day. I wouldn't feel that good, but for the day, I'd probably feel pretty good. I'd probably get some shit done too.
Yeah, but see, you need to be taking a break today. Today was your recharge day. You got to recharge so you can keep going.
I appreciate the reminder. I'm going to need that. I have to keep that in mind.
You got to. I tell you one thing. I can say that that's kind of been a good wake up call. That's why I went from trying to do stuff, and then I'd try to do so much stuff that then I'd be like, oh shit. Well, then I'm down for a few days. So now I just know you work pretty good this day. Okay, you feeling a little sore, then just slow down. Don't stop. Just slow down a little, but don't overdo it. That way you can keep going instead of going, okay, because then you're so sore tomorrow, then you don't get anything done. Well, see, you could have got something done today and tomorrow, but you
I
don't know
know
your
all
shit.
this. The bottom line is pace yourself or hate yourself later. And I know all that. But what's wrong with Carl right now, Bonnie? Is Carl is exhausted. All right. I mean, I'm exhausted to the point to where my arms and hands and legs and everything are just sore and fucking. I have no
He's moved
strength
things he
left.
forgot about, and they're reminding him that they're there. He
Thank you,
just woke
Bill.
the
That makes me
sleeping
feel
dragons.
good. Yeah, it'd probably be easier, Amir, to say what's not wrong with Carl. All right, maybe that'd be easier.
What y'all gonna do for the 50th anniversary kiss off? Since you did the redoing of your vows in the helicopter, so what you planning on doing for the 50?
this damn pot. I got some really good pot, and that's a problem because it's making me want to do something.
Well, I mean, if you're feeling the need, all you got to do is get started. I think you'll get your own personal reminder that you probably ought to chill. But hey, if you can push
You're
through it, push
probably
through it.
right. You're probably right there. Maybe that's what I need to do, just to remind myself.
Yeah, go start grabbing that stuff, moving and going. Then you're gonna be like, yeah, I just, I could take a break today. It's like, yep, there you go. Just need a reminder.
I do have a comfortable chair in here now, so I might just roll around and pick stuff up on the chair. I don't know. I wonder if I could put a motor on it. I need a wheelbarrow, man. That's what I need. These fucking 5-gallon buckets are work.
Get you one of the little 4-wheel gorilla carts.
Something.
They sides and everything fold come off, so I mean, you can compact it down pretty small. But then when you got a hauling thing, you can just, if it's too big to go just inside the sides, just take the sides off, but use it for a platform.
I'd seen one of those a few months ago too, cheap. Now I bet you I couldn't find one if I needed it.
Exactly, Echo. Going back to calisthenics, stretching. Stop looking at life like, oh man, I'm getting old, I'm wearing out. It's because you tell yourself you're wore out.
I do that all the time, man. Just living. I'm
That's why,
stretching.
hell, I always felt 60 before when I turned 50, I was feeling 60 because just I'd go, oh man, my body and it was sore. It's not like it wasn't, but I really do think that the more you cater to that, the more harm you do yourself. That's what I told the missus after I stopped. I said, I get it. This is what does people in because you go from being moving around doing stuff to then stationary, and all of a sudden you're not using things. Blood vessels aren't getting the flow they were getting. Nerve endings aren't getting the nutrients they were getting, and so you start to wear down. It's kind of like with the old saying with a house. A house lasts longer when it's lived in than when it's abandoned. Well, it's like you abandon your body. You retire. You get old. You accept your fate per se. And I say to hell with that, man. You weren't designed that way. You were
That's
designed to
the
last
truth,
for
man.
hundreds of years, and the only reason we last 120 is because, well, we sucked at this living thing, and so we were getting punished. But
Hey, that's the truth, man. You leave a house alone here in Michigan, unlived in, no power, no ventilation, no furnace on, nothing like that. You got about a year, maybe two, before the mold starts, before the moisture builds up, before the roof starts giving in. Some,
yep,
the houses deteriorate fast in the woods too. I mean, if it's in a wooded lot, it's going to go even faster. No air circulation, man. If you got a house that's not being used and you have no fan running in it or nothing, you're asking for trouble.
now what are we getting pictures of? We're getting pictures of a dress jumping out of the helicopter. Right, Pilgrim. If you don't drive a car, it rots away. It just if you don't use stuff, you know.
That's right. I mean, over the years that I couldn't drive this truck, I would still start it every couple weeks at least, move it around, you know. Well, Rescue, I think I am going to jump down from here. I appreciate you letting me up here, and as always, I enjoyed it.
Roger that, sir. Well, I think you ought to take it easy today. I think you've earned a recharge day.
I have, there's just so much I want to get done, like all at once. You ever
Well, see
get
what you
that
do.
way?
Well, just yeah, but see, that's when I mess with little things. things that then I feel like I know I'm accomplishing something, but I'm not having to like exert a lot. Or for me, it's moving around. Like I burn out in my back, and so then I pick things that I don't have to move around. It might be just moving one thing, moving something else, then I just chill and kind of sit there and plan out my next move. But
That's the
then you got
thing.
your
I've been tired for a couple days, right? And it's like I lay there trying to do nothing, and my mind is like thinking about how I'm going to do the solar panels and the 12-volt wiring, and how I'm going to fold this up. I just like there's 100 projects on my mind that won't let me rest. I don't know. I'll survive it. I mean, there could be worse things, but all right, guys. I love y'all, whether you like it or not, and I'll see you somewhere soon.
appreciate you, Carl. Make it a good day, buddy. Miss Family, you take care, ma'am. Y'all have a great day. Make it a good day. I don't know. It's on there somewhere. There he goes. He found it. I'm not even sure what it looks like. I mean, Superman. Get some rest, Carl. Pamela. Take it easy on him, right? Lord have mercy, kids off. Oh, and everybody that saw the pipe, but you didn't catch this. This is what I got myself. This is the Blackstone. It's an infrared temperature reader, and it's also got the probe for cooking. And I cannot wait to fire that bad boy and give her a try. Yeah, it's getting there. Got to do some mowing and weed eating. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Pamela. Oh, hush. What are you tripping on? Oh, yeah, I don't know what they doing, huh? They come acting like they're fixing to roll on down here and change their mind, didn't they? They said, oh, it's like, that's right. This is one way. Oh, me, Superman. Let the woman get an upper hand. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Got the blues. Know what I'm gonna do. Yep, got a change coming next week, but we'll be having some morning talks and then we'll be having some afternoon talks. It might lead into some night stuff. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. I don't know. It's under the direction, and hopefully some people still stick around. But everybody got to do what they got to do. Time to go back up more brush. Have a good one. All right, Echo. Make it a good day. And I might go live Saturday night for at least a couple hours. Some we'll see who all wants to show up. And we'll bring in 420. I guess I'll have to do it from like 11 to 3 if I did it, though, if Roots comes, because Roots, she doesn't hit the 420 until 2 in the morning because, it's the West Coast. They're always dragging ass. And the damn chat gets stuck sometimes. I don't know. I will say the StreamYard was nice, but it was just too expensive. Thank you so much, brother, for being a blessing. Hey, thanks, Kush. Thank you for being here. You know, that's man, God is good is all I can say. He just anyway, we'll get there. Eastern time, 12:20. Steak time. Yeah, not just yet for me, but this weekend's coming. And then got some steak, egg, and cheese sandwiches coming. We're doing some fajitas, chicken and beef. Hey, man, just remember, regardless of what you hear, focus on you. Focus on you and what's directly connected to you. That's the best thing you can do. Get out of the negative. It's good for the soul. Go out and experience. Do some stuff, accomplish stuff so you can feel that. I appreciate y'all. Hey, it's good to see y'all. Make your day a good day. Peace, everybody. Appreciate you.
I ain't here tomorrow. If the good Lord says it's my time to go, I don't see that morning sunset. There's some things I need for you to know. The truck is yours if you want it. It'll run forever if you treat it right. When you think of me on some back road, that's because I'm right there by your side. Chase your dreams until you catch on. Leave your doubts in a cloud of dust. You can't ever love too big. You can't call your mom too much. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Hope you don't forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow. Don't let life turn you bitter. Don't be ashamed to bow your head. Take it easy on the liquor. Remember what it did to your granddad. Yeah, you're gonna get your heart broke, but a couple of tears don't make you weep. Gonna find that girl God made just for you. Knows what he's doing, wait and see. Chase your dreams until you catch on. Leave your doubts in a cloud of dust. You can't ever love too big. You can't call your mom too much. Do your best to get it right. Forgive yourself when you don't. Hope you don't forget how much I love you. I ain't here tomorrow. shotgun in the family, raise your babies by the book, and keep my picture in your wallet, keep your car keys on a hook. Do your best to get it right, forgive yourself when you don't. Please don't ever forget how much I love